Welcome everybody to another finals night here in RSC. I am joined here by Chips on the desk and HUD here. It's gonna be my casting partner. I'm Hawkish here. HUD, how you feeling?
Feeling pretty good, Hawkish. I'm excited to get into these ones. We've got another two really strong matchups tonight. One is confirmed, and that's going to be the one that we start with, and then one after it with Elite. But excited to see what the Toucans and the Penne Patrol have to offer from Challenger tier. We've already got some players in the lobby, so we're going to roll right into this. And Hawkish, I would love for you to tell me a little bit about the stats from these two teams.
Yeah, so we can get started with their comparison stats on. So we got a Toucans team that's coming in at 40 and 20 on the season. 150 goals for, 110 against, 244 saves. So to me, that speaks of a very good defensive team. They have 31% shooting percentage. And then looking on the other side, you got a 42 and 18 Italian Battalion Penne Patrol. They have 182 goals against and 127 or four, I should say, and 127 goals against. So to me, this looks like a offensive powerhouse versus a defensive powerhouse. What do you think, Hud?
Yeah, definitely. That it is quite the disparity. I think it will be interesting to see how they stack up, and it is, it's interesting because they ended with pretty similar records through the regular season, and just speaks to the fact that you can win multiple different ways. Sometimes I definitely think in matchups like this, you lean a little bit more favorites towards the offensive side than the defensive side. So definitely looking to be Penne Patrol as the kind of the favorites in that perspective. But sometimes it comes down to a dominant player that really kind of steps up. So we can definitely take a look at those team stats and see if there's anybody that kind of justifies what we're seeing here.
Yeah, and
And
let's
yeah,
take a
good.
closer look at the player stats. We're gonna start it off with the Toucans. They got NJ, who I've known has been a very solid player for this team this season. Has 38% shooting percentage. That's really nuts for a Chally player. I know him and Mogul background. It's like they've been teammates for at least 2 to 3 seasons, so they have a lot of chemistry on that side of it. And they're joined by Chicken and Godless. It looks like Chicken and Godless have been providing pretty even production. It looks like Chickens provide a little bit more on the shots. So it looks like I would say the core here is Mogul and NJ provided with one of those two as their third. And you look at the other side, you got Dalton. I know this man's absolutely nuts, joined by everybody's favorite admin, Mayor H. Mute, and then Cryptic Game. Sorry about that. And Marcoyo as the it looks like been playing more of a fourth this season. I know he's a little bit better than that, but another really strong team. I know Dalton has been really good for a couple of seasons. He played for me previously, actually. And this team, it looks like another very solid, even production. It looks like Dalton, though, the goal fiend with 83 goals on the season. What do these stats tell you, HUD?
Yeah, definitely Dalton's goal numbers there explain that, huge goal number that we saw before on the team stats. He's had a great season so far, a huge amount of shots, and then a massive shooting percentage to go on top of it. And no, our NJ is keeping pace on the other side, and I definitely think the difference maker potentially could be over the course of a 7 game series. Toucans have got a little bit more of a sound 4 man rotation, while Penne definitely Marcoyo's been playing that kind of facilitator role off the bench, which is a role that I know very, very well. And maybe down the stretch in a longer series, the shorter bench could maybe crop up as an issue for Penne Patrol. But we've got two teams that are chomping at the bit to get in here, and they're all waiting to hit the pitch, and we're gonna get them in. And another 7 game series to decide a season 18 champion. Hawkish. We've only got 4 left. Excited to cross another one off the list.
Absolutely. We got Chally to start off tonight, and here we go. Here comes the kickoff as we got Mogo to get the first touch. Dalton's going to take over. He's going to try to get it past one. He does. He tries to keep going, but Chicken takes over control of the ball. Now here come Chicken. Oh, he misses the touch. Chicken tries to get back to it. Mayor Muse tries to get it back to his team, and now Dalton takes control once again. Chicken pops it away, but here's a touch coming in from Mayor and a shot, and Mayor H with the first goal of this final series. What a touch, and unlucky pass from Chicken ends up in his own net.
Yeah, just the turning back there, just kind of in a weird spot, and then opting not to even challenge, giving the space to somebody that we already know is quite lethal in Dalton. He takes care of the ball there on the open space, finds a great feed to Mayor H, who just slams one home. It's a great start for Penne Patrol. I would not be upset by a goal in the first 15 minutes of a 7-game final. They almost turned it into 2, but a very great start for Penne Patrol, Hawkish.
Absolutely, and once again now, you see the touches are going really far mid, so we'll see if anybody can start taking control of this ball as Chicken gets one touch over to the wall. Here comes Dalton coming right in for another shot, keeping up the pressure for his team. Cryptic with a follow, and no one quite there in the defense, and that's goal number 2 for Penne Patrol.
Dalton again with the pass. The person that we picked off the scoreboard as the highest shooter has got 2 assists here in the first of 49 seconds. Just finding a way to take those touches to the backboard, make something great out of them. And both times a teammate right on the end of it. 100% shooting for the Penne Patrol and 100% goal participation. 2 apples already for Dalton. It is a high-flying start, Hawkish. I am wondering if this is just kind of nerves, maybe, as this one is going to slip past Chicken from Toucans, or if it is Penne Patrol just maybe being that much better.
I mean, I think it's too early to tell whether or not one team is better than the other. I think definitely the more aggressive team, you could tell just from the goals for, was going to be Penne Patrol, and it looks like it's turning out just like that. So it's going to be up to the Toucans here to try to turn it around and really punch them back. They got sucker punch to start, and let's see how they respond.
3 minutes and a half here. Opportunity maybe for Toucans. Mogul Maniac is just going to put it off the crossbar, and NJ can't tuck it home. Chicken has one go off the crossbar as well, and an opportunity, juicy as it was, will fade into the background for Toucans. What a rough turn downfield there. They get their first 2 shots of the game, and both times they're turned aside by the woodwork.
Yeah, and now you see the follow-up. NJ is going to try to take control. He bounces it up, but here comes Mayor Moot with another touch. He goes towards the corner. NJ with the follow, but just misses. And it looks like just the Toucans are a little bit out of sorts defensively. That's, I think, going to be something to take note of in this series. Right now, they look a little nervous, as you were mentioning.
Yeah, it just hasn't quite come together for them yet. Not a member of the team above 100 points here as we just about cross halftime. And while the points don't necessarily mean everything, it is at least an indicator that something might not be going wrong as Chicken finds that save on another great drive. Dalton's first shot on frame. He's going to have just a bump attempt there, and once again, opportunity does not go in for Toucans, and this time it's even worse than the last. It's a runaway goal for Dalton, and all 3 goals of the Penne Patrol all 3 players of the Penne Patrol have scored goals now, 2-17 into game 1.
I just want to mention as well, that was a squishy saved into a goal for Dalton. I don't think that's something you see very often at this level, and that just caught the Toucans off guard.
Definitely not maybe what you're expecting to see coming out of the net in Challengers, so the mechanics continue to come through. He's going to step up and make a big save here as Dalton. Have a little bit of room, goes for the 50 over top of Chicken. Will keep it in the blue half with an orange trail. Big stop there from Mogul. Keep it from popping back out for an offensive chance. And another touch off the backboard from Mogul will spring Chicken, but only as far as the edge of the orange box. Dalton throws it down. NJ with the interception and pumps it right back into the corner. It has really not been a whole lot of consistent pressure for the Toucans, Hawkish. I feel like they've done a lot of kind of poking and prodding, but not a whole lot of really setting up and trying to break down this defense of Penne Patrol.
No, it seems like early on, it's just that the Toucans have been a little bit slower than Penne Patrol, and it's getting them caught off guard on defense, just being out of position. But NJ here has something to say right back. What a shot off the corner. He gets, you see Cryptic gets bumped away, giving the opportunity to NJ, and here comes the Toucans fighting back, and it is now 1-3, more than enough time for them to make a comeback.
Oh yeah, that's a great time to score your first goal of the game. Just kind of prop the door open here for the possibility of a comeback. You still have a little bit of work to do to get there, but now breathe a little bit of life into your offense. You got to make sure you don't give it away quickly, though, and Mayor H is going to do just that. Mere 10 seconds after Toucans spark their first attempt, it is Penne Patrol right back, and Mayor H taking advantage of an undefended backboard.
Yeah, and once again, they're just a little bit faster to the ball, and right now the Toucans have to adjust. They have to play faster. They have to try to get back in position, because it looks like every time they're just a little bit too slow to get back to the net.
Here's another opportunity off the backboard, this time from Chicken. It's Dalton with the save. NJ looping back pretty far. Chicken up with a drive, doesn't even get towards the net before Dalton is on top of it. It's pretty much an immediate challenge. Dunk back the other way into the corner. Chicken maybe for an opportunity here. Mayor H sees it all the way in, has the save, and is going to get Dalton going the other way. Mogul Maniac does well to keep this one safe in the corner. Can't get it away from Cryptic, though. He's going to throw one into the opposite corner. Just playing more aggressive here, taking more time off the clock. Only 30 seconds left now before any type of comeback to happen for the Toucans.
Yeah, and we'll see now, can they take some momentum? Because it looks like that Penne Patrol is going to take this first one, but if they can end on a strong note, Toucans might be able to make a comeback here. As you see the next touch coming in, Dalton gets another. He's going to try to get it off the back before his teammate, but not quite there. As now the clock is draining, and we're going to get the end of this game one with a 4-1 victory for Penne Patrol. A great start for Dalton and gang.
It's definitely the way that you want to start a best-of-7 series. Come out, score 3 goals in the first minute, and then find another one tacked in. Only give up one. Play a pretty well-rounded game there. The cycle from Dalton, definitely. I mean, he had 2 assists in like 20 seconds, so it's not particularly surprising to me that he ends up with the MVP there, but just doing it all. And yeah, Toucans just looked a little rattled coming out of the gates. To concede 3 goals that quickly definitely is not putting yourself in a position to win. So hopefully they maybe have got themselves settled down a little bit here as we head into game 2 and can get themselves off on a better foot than what they did in game 1.
Yeah, and definitely I want to see a little bit more out of NJ. He is their star player based off the stats, so I want to see a little bit more production out of him to try to pull his team out of their hole that they're currently in, and we'll see if they can do it in game number 2.
Coming right back in here. No substitutions across the board. The same 6 will return to the field. And we'll see if Toucans can make a little bit more of a positive impact here off of the opening kickoff. We saw them give up a kickoff goal first game. This time it will be NJ with a long shot towards goal on the orange side. That'll be saved away by Mayor H. Mayor can't quite beat it over top of Chicken with help of Dalton. It'll be neutral in the orange zone for a moment, but just a moment as Cryptic finds Mayor, who can't quite find Dalton before the Mogul Maniac is in between that passing lane. And 30 seconds in, Toucans looking a little bit stronger so far, but it is doesn't take very much for this Penne Patrol team to pop off at any point, Hawkish.
No, it really doesn't. And we'll see now. It looks like NJ has an opportunity right here, and he does, and gets the scoring started for Toucans early. Great start for Toucans and trying to punch the Penne Patrol right back.
I thought that was a great spot to throw it to you just from the way that clear was going, and NJ just was going to kind of lose possession there, and it was going to be right back in the hands of the Toucans, and it will be a really good spot for us to transition and like to let you talk for a little bit, and instead it just goes in the back of the goal. So that's just kind of the way that Rocket League sometimes, but we love it, and we're 50 seconds in, and the Toucans have got themselves pretty much the best you could ask for here, an easy freeload goal early on in game 2 that you kind of want to win, because you don't want to go down 2-0 against this Penne Patrol team, because they're just going to turn the Jets on and wipe the floor with you.
No, absolutely. And we're going to see now Dalton getting another touch over to his teammates off the backboard. Chicken able to get to it. Mayor gets the pinch, but Mogul Maniac just able to get to the touch. Now Dalton's going to go for another offensive play here. He goes for the touch, but unfortunately it gets cleared over his head. NJ now on the counterattack, tries to go for it as Mayor able to just get it to it in time. Gets a second block, but the ball is floating in a dangerous spot. Dalton, though, able to get to it, as now we see Toucans adding a little bit more pressure and they were maybe to start. Here's another touch over to the mid, but not quite there, as Mayor is going to try to control in the corner. It's a little bit awkward, so Dalton's going to take it, and now Mogul gets it right back, and it's a dangerous spot here. They could score. Everybody missing in front of the net, though. That's a missed opportunity for Toucans.
That is a howler and a half for Toucans, driving all the way across the mouth of the goal, and nobody even sniffs on the ball. Doesn't even have any kind of effect on the trajectory whatsoever. It's a huge break for the Penne Patrol to not be down 2-0 in this game, but Toucans definitely going to be hoping that they're not going to want that one back because it was absolutely left on the pitch. We are a half gone in game 2, and the Toucans have got a lead here in the game. They trail 0-1 in the series, but Penne Patrol, they still definitely have the moments where they still look to be on the front foot. When they start to pressure like they are doing right now, when you start to see Dalton opening things up, and Penne Patrol can turn this game on its head so quickly.
Yeah, and you can see that the way the Penne Patrol's offense works is that Dalton's the playmaker here. He provides so much for their offense, and Mayor and Cryptic just have to try to score, but NJ puts another one in the net, and that is a 2-0 lead for Toucans, and it looks like their defense has recovered from their early struggles.
Yeah, Dalton maybe doing a little bit too much there. First man on the ball, touching it up and into the sidewall, basically a pass right to the Toucans. And, it's a tough spot to be in for Dalton in that corner. You got to think either trying to make an effort on the ball or getting out and letting the two players, because both players were behind him there on defense. For the Toucans, there's a team bump between Cryptic and Mayor H. And this 2 goals is going to turn into 3 as the Penne Patrol were reminded that the Penne, kind of new to the Penne, has a massive hole in the middle of it. It's just a tube. And right now, Penne Patrol full of holes.
Yeah, and it looks like maybe they got a little bit overconfident, but also I think it could just be that now you're seeing the Toucan style play. They're playing very counter-attacking and putting the ball on the net and taking advantage of a strong defense turning into offense. And now it's Penne Patrol's turn to answer back to see if they can cut into this lead.
Great touch by NJ there on the back wall. This is another thing that we didn't see Toucans do very well in game 1, but they couldn't quite do it well enough there. Toucans, we saw them really struggle to defend the backboard in game 1. It's a good effort on the first one by NJ, just couldn't find the second, and we see exactly what happens when you leave the backboard undefended. Penne Patrol get their first goal. That is a huge, again, it's almost carbon copy, just flipped from last game, Hawkish. It's 3-1. Penne Patrol have got themselves a late goal. Let's see if they can make any more of it than what Toucans did in game 1.
Absolutely. And that was a good first answer. They still have enough time to get back into this. And if any team has the offensive power, it's Penne Patrol, as they've shown so far. We'll see how they continue this. A good team pinch there, as now Dalton's going to try to take control. He's going to take this over to the corner. He's going to try to get the pass over to his teammates. He gets it past one, and there his teammates tries to score, but NJ right there on defense. But here's the pressure still on for Penne Patrol. That's another touch is still kept in their corner as they keep up the pressure. Pass coming over, a demo coming in from Mayor and NJ could maybe be the answer to break up this defense as Dalton now takes it back up. He's going to try to get it back to his teammates. He's going to try to take the shot. They both double commit, though. And this is a perfect opportunity for Toucans to get back on offense. But we'll see if they're able to get past Dalton. Unfortunately, Dalton's able to get past him. And now NJ with the follow. Toucans still on offense. Cryptic, though, able to clear the ball away. And now Penne Patrol with another opportunity on offense. Chicken able to get it past him. Mayor Mute a little bit too patient there, and now the ball's back, but Dalton able to clear the ball away. It is now careening over into Toucan's side. Mayor Mute gets it back to the midfield, but Mogul clears it away. It's Cryptic trying to get it to the corner, and now it's looking like they're running out of time to get back into this one, as this offense is just not quite clicking at the moment.
Yeah, it's just not enough left on the clock here for the Penne Patrol to be able to claw themselves back into this game too. Toucans will tie us up 1-1. Chat says easy predictions, and it was a pretty easy win, I would say, Hawkish, for the Toucans there. They looked in control for the entire thing. Cryptic doesn't break 100 points, just has the one shot. They pretty effectively shut down the Penne Patrol offense, which looked pretty unbeatable in game 1, and are the beneficiaries of a couple just tricklers that do or don't go in. This game should be 4-1 because Toucans left that one that just rolled across the Penne Patrol goal out there. So it's I think that's a really great statement response for Toucans in game 2, because I would not want to go down 2-0 to Penne Patrol. It would not end well.
And the X factor here, I told you we needed to see more out of NJ, and we did. He gets 2 goals in this one, providing the early offense and the early game-changing plays to now put the Toucans in a better position to keep the series momentum going. And yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Cryptic just did not have a great game, did not really get a lot of touches on the ball. And we'll hope to see a little bit of a better game out of him to make this a tough series.
I'm going to have another 5 minutes on the clock here. I'll throw another short submission period prediction up for game 3. And once again, we will see all 6 players remain the same. I can't say that I'm particularly shocked by that, and I will hit spectate, so the timer will actually start. And we will get game 3 underway here. Basically a best of 5. I know that really bothers some people that we call, or sometimes you hear best of 7 that gets split 1-1, turn into a best of 5, but I really don't care because it's basically a best of 5 now. And I don't think after game 2, like, I think now this series could go to 7. Although that's not the greatest look from Cryptic. It is lucky that Penne Patrol don't concede the first goal there, but we've kind of seen that from both teams. They've left. They've had some weird looks, but I guess that's just Challenger, right?
I mean, it's going to be a game of momentum, I think, especially when it comes to their confidence. And because like a lot of the times that you're seeing a lot of issues on defenses, I think a little bit of hesitation, and that hesitation can really just be brought on by nerves. You're in a final. You know, not every person has that kind of experience. And here comes Mogul Maniac with a first goal, and it looks like Toucans out to another early lead.
Yeah, no, I do not envy anybody that has to play in finals. I've never made it out of like semis, let alone into finals. So while I have the knowledge of doing this side of the stream, I have never done their side of the stream. So it is definitely no small feat to be here. And now Toucans looking to maybe put a little bit of a clamp down on this series with the first goal. The lob to pass up here. Dalton gets a demo on Chicken. It's just the Mogul Maniac back to defend for a moment, but it's a perfect touch to get a long clear out, and Dalton can't quite wrap around it, so it's right back into the hands of the Penne Patrol. This is it's going to be back and forth. I struggle to find anybody really taking advantage of a weakness on the other team here, because both teams seem to be feeling each other out, just staying on top of what each one is doing, and Toucans have done a very good job of keeping Dalton kind of in check and not letting him run the field.
Ooh, but here is a goal from Mayor H. What a touch. And now we have a tie ball game. And it's going to be really interesting to see what play style comes out here, because, you know, you got the counter-attacking style of the Toucans, and you have this all offense all the time coming out from Dalton's side. It'll be very interesting to see which one can break the armor, so to speak.
It's a tough break there for the Toucans. Again, it was a rotational thing, and the backboard plays a part once again in the defensive unraveling of the Toucans. But Penne Patrol doing well to actually punish on that one. That's kind of been a theme so far, as mistakes left unpunished. Chicken is going to make a save here on Mayor's drive. Mogul Maniac up to the sidewall is not going to get another one. It'll be Dalton first to it, looking for the solo play, but NJ stands tall to make the stop. Now it'll be Chicken underneath, pops it back high into the corner. It's still close here with Penne Patrol. NJ with another long clearance, and Dalton will let it roll all the way into the corner. And as we hit halftime, Toucans and Penne Patrol still kind of trading blows back and forth here, Hawkish. It's really not been either one quite putting the foot forward here in Game 3.
No, and I think right now it's like they're playing how you would, you know, a regular game 1. They're feeling each other out, trying to see if they can find a hole or two in the defense, and not really trying to do anything way too aggressive. As you see, Toucan try to get a pass over to his teammate, over to Mogul, who gets a shot, but great defensive stop by Dalton, and they survive. Here's Cryptic with another, but he misses, and that's the goal for Toucans as the defense falters here. 2-1 lead for the Toucans in Game 3.
There is the mistake that's punished. It just is a matter of time as to when it's going to happen. That's the whole premise of running that pressure offense, is just keeping the balls rolling towards the center of the field until somebody inevitably misses the ball, whether it's because of lack of positioning or lack of boost. It will happen eventually if you can keep the pressure up for long enough, and Toucans finally get there. Penne Patrol almost connecting Dalton to Mayor H. Cryptic up very aggressively, his third man here. Will Toucans punish this time? No, it's saved away at the last moment by Cryptic Games on a great hustle play. Dalton looking for the crazy angle. It's passed back to Cryptic, and the Penne Patrol try to get something set up, maybe a little bit of pressure offense of their own.
And we'll see as Chicken's able to get the 50 away from him. He tries to get it past Juan, but gets 50 by Dalton back to the midfield as Cryptic there to receive it. Mogul tries to get the beat, but Mayor able to get it past him as now we see another offensive play for Penne Patrol. NJ, though, is going to take control here, gets it past one, gets demoed. We'll see if the Toucans can take advantage of this misdirection, but now the ball's going back towards the corner. Chicken is going to try to keep control of the ball, make something happen. He gets it past one. NJ tries to take the shot, but just barely misses. As now Cryptic tries to get it past one defender. Here comes Chicken, and now he has these close opportunities, Hud. Every single time, they're just there.
Just been the one touch not able to be found to get around that last defender that's keeping Penne Patrol out of the net. Here's Mogul on a pseudo breakaway, but Dalton chases it down and makes the stop to keep it within one. Now Dalton trying to find a little bit of offense. Cryptic up. The demo's there on Chicken, but the save is made before the demo's applied, and NJ just barely rolls one up the outside of the goal. Chicken can't quite find the shot, and with 30 seconds left, it is still within the range of Penne Patrol, as once again, Toucans can't convert on what looks like an open opportunity.
Yeah, and now here's another open opportunity, and he misses! Oh no, the late miss by Chicken gives Mayor H the goal, and now we have a tied ball game with 16 seconds left.
Oh man, the jump off the backboard was close, I think the read off the ceiling, the touch off the ceiling there, just the glance off the ceiling is what catches Mayor H out. And now it's an opportunity for Penne Patrol maybe to steal this third game, as they were trailing for the vast majority of it, but maybe Toucans can redeem themselves. The bump was there, but not in time, as Dalton still can have the save. Chickens will keep it alive. 14 seconds left. NJ has his drive stopped by Mayor H. NJ underneath tries to pop it high, but he won't get there. And in game 3, we've got our first OT, Hawkish.
And it's exactly what I expected. You have one game where you had Penne Patrol come up with the early punch, and you had Toucan come right back, and now we have a much closer ball game as both teams are giving it their all.
12 seconds in, the first shot of OT comes from Mogul Mania. Cryptic games with a save. Mayor will get a save on that shot towards goal off the backboard here. It's been so good for Penne Patrol so far through the series, but it's not to be there. Through the corner, Mayor H pops one up. NJ underneath, looking for another one. He gets the 50 on Dalton. Dalton will be first to it, though, as looked like Mogul was bumped out of the play, but still able to be worked up field. Chicken and NJ getting it done. The 1-2 shots on frame, but Mayor's got it red all the way in, and it's just going to be a long boomer towards the blue goal. Mogul makes the cross-court save, and with just 10 seconds before a minute gone here in OT, Toucans have very fast math, 14 shots so far to the 10 of Penne Patrol. Looks like an overtime.
Absolutely, and we're going to see now which team can get that last touch to get it around the defense as the ball is still in Penne Patrol's corner. Cryptic Gage tries to get it away. Chicken keeps it up, and now there's an opportunity. Dalton's a little awkward, but he's able to clear the ball away. That is now in the Toucan's corner. You can see Dalton try to create another play for his team. He gets it past one, gets it past two. Cryptic with the shot and an opportunity.
Bang.
And Dalton just misses. But here comes Mayor H with the cleanup, and Penne Patrol take game number 3. What a sequence on offense.
And Dalton, I'm sure he would have much rather have scored that one on the right side, but I would not pass up an opportunity to dime a teammate like that and have them slot that top left. What a ripper from Penne Patrol, and they complete the thievery. The heist has been completed by Penne Patrol. They trail for pretty much the entirety of Game 3 and somehow manage to come out with the win. They go up 2-1 in the series, and the wins swing back and forth. I'm trying to think who scored. Toucan scored first in this one, right? Trying to think of if it's the team that scores first that wins or not, but I guess
definitely Toucans has scored the first goal from Mogul. I just want to say, what a performance coming out from Mayor H. He had all 3 goals for his team, 7 saves off 6 shots, and both sides played a really good defensive game, just getting to the touches. You had 6 saves coming from Toucans, and then you have, let's say, 11, 12, 13 saves from Penne Patrol. And it just came out that Penne Patrol got just one more goal that they needed. And I really want to applaud Mayor's performance there.
Yeah, absolutely. The huge offensive stroke from Mayor H really gets it done. And, I mean, scoring more points than your opponent, getting more shots than your opponent is always, really not a a hard try. And the quote that I'm receiving is, "Imagine coming back from a surgery just to get 7 saves in a finals game at Mayor H." And that is not a quote from Mayor H, it's a quote about Mayor H. And definitely making his presence known there in game number 3, almost here in game 4 with a shot and a goal right off the opening kickoff, but it's not to be, as it's just wide. And Penne Patrol could absolutely put this series to bed here in game 4 with a win to put them up another 2 in the series.
Absolutely. And now we get underway as Mogul tries to get it back for his offense. He gets the pass off, but it gets pinched away. And now Toucans are back on their heels. They're trying to get a ball past one. Chicken gets it past one. Mayor's a little bit on his back heel, but great save there by Dalton to get him out of danger. But it's still a dangerous position. Chicken goes for the bump, but doesn't quite get it, as Mayor H is able to get it past one, but not past two. And now we got one beat from Dalton. He's going to see if he can get a second, but he unfortunately can't. And now we're just playing a little bit of ping pong, HUD.
Yeah, still looking to be a little back and forth here. Here's another big save from NJ, or from Mayor on NJ, on one that was just kind of hanging loose there in the edge of the box. Opportunity for Dalton is just wide. He pays the price after the shot, but it'll be Mayor H that'll follow it up. A save from Mogul Maniac on the tight angle. Cryptic to follow. NJ out towards midfield. It's past Dalton. Mayor's got to turn it around. NJ is going to pound it into the orange end. Here's an opportunity for Toucans, as the Penne Patrol are going to have to scramble to get back into their defensive shape. Back to NJ, out towards the center of the box, but nobody's there for the follow from Toucans, and the long clearance will at least force the jungle back to reset here. A huge save from Mayor H once again, and he continues to do it all. A minute and a half gone, still 0-0, Hawkish.
It really is, and now it's like we got out of that overtime game. 2 very close matchups, fighting it out. As the touch from Mogul gets it over to the corner, Cryptic tries to keep it up for his team, as Chicken's going to try to get it out of his defensive half. He gets it past a little bit past the midfield, but not quite enough to get it away. As here comes NJ with the clear. As off the backboard, he's going to see if he can get a shot coming off on this one. He does, and a goal coming in from NJ. What a shot in play. And we got the early lead once again for Toucan.
Penne Patrol midfield falls asleep here. Nobody challenges the touch from NJ, let alone defends the backboard, and the Toucans are able to squeeze out a first goal. That is a huge swing from them. A massive lapse from Penne Patrol, who looks so good in their rotations in game 3. Just kind of hang one out there to dry in game 4, and it's not a great way to drop one to a team that could equal this series. Like an opportunity for Penne Patrol to really put it away here. They're not going to want to slip with a lapse like that.
Absolutely not. It's Dalton who's going to try to keep control of this and goes for the flip reset. Not something you see very often in Chally, as now the ball is in the Toucan's corner. He tries to get it away, but he's not quite able to do it. Now Cryptic tries to keep it up. Mogul, though, gets the clear, and now here comes the Toucans on the counter. Chicken keeps control. He gets it past his teammate and gets 50'd into the midfield. That bomb might have thrown him off.
Yeah, also, it was looking like a fake for a moment, but just getting crossed up and not able to turn it into an offensive opportunity. Maybe a chance for the Toucans here for the Penne Patrols. The Toucans got a little crossed up, but Mogul Maniac makes the massive save to keep the lead 1-0 for Toucans. Ball to the backboard. Cryptic Games up, but can't find the handle. A Wifty will give the ball to Dalton, who's going to have a look, but a massive stop from Chicken will only delay the inevitable. It's Mayor H to tie us 1-1 with 1:48 left.
Yeah, and he really did his best, but on the landing couldn't quite recover. And Mayor H just takes advantage of that one.
Great effort there, just swooping in at the last minute for Mayor H, ball hawking it, and we are tied at 1 with just about a third of the game left to go here in game 4. Opportunities for both teams to really swing the momentum of the series one way or the other, Hawkish.
Yeah, absolutely. As now you get another touch pass towards the midfield. Dalton's going to try to be patient on this one, waiting for the touch. He gets the beat past Mogul. Now NJ has to try to recover on the wall. He does. Gets it back to the midfield as Cryptic now takes control. Tries to take a shot, but Chicken able to get to it. Mayor Edge with the follow, but gets 50'd away. As now Chicken is going to try to take advantage, but just doesn't quite get the touch he wanted off the wall. NJ is going to try to clear away towards the corner. He gets it past... almost gets it past one. As now Mogul clears the ball once again, a booming clear away, and that's been a bit of a trend here. They go for booming clears on defense very often.
Yeah, just got to find a little bit of space, a little bit of room. You know, the conventional wisdom is going to be to try to take that space to drive the ball up the field and find a little bit of room, a little bit of space to make a play with the ball. I definitely think Penne Patrol could benefit from doing that a little bit, especially with a playmaker like Dalton. But Toucans have really been, running almost a chip and chase strategy here, where they throw one down real far and then follow it up with a lot of pressure, and it's been forcing Penne Patrol into really difficult defensive situations that the Toucans have done a decent job of capitalizing on.
Absolutely. And I have been informed by the chat as this game's getting close to an overtime that there was a break of a Rule 1 by the Toucans. So it's looking like we're going to see if karma has any effect on this team, as you know what the rules say, you can't break Rule 1s.
Competitive game. Part of me says don't break the toucan, but part of me also, it was a friendly Rule 1. Toucan on toucan Rule 1. That doesn't count at all. We're talking two totally separate things here. Not even a Rule 1. But what we are going to get is, instead of a Rule 1, a second consecutive overtime. And once again, it's Penne Patrol scoring late to tie it and then forcing the OT. They've got an opportunity to repeat their success in overtime from Game 3 here in Game 4, Hawkish.
Absolutely, and I want to see how this overtime matchup ends up as myriad takes a shot, almost gets it. Cryptic with the follow. The ball's still in a dangerous spot. myriad goes for another touch. Dalton, though, misses, and here's an opportunity for Mogul. Open net if he can get to it fast enough. He gets it past one, but just hits the corner. An unfortunate situation there for Toucans as they miss an opportunity to win the game. But here's another touch coming in from Chicken. Just gets to the corner. Some missed opportunities for Toucans. They're keeping the pressure up.
Nobody was expecting that whiff from Dalton, and it barely goes out. And it was so unexpected that the goal decided that it wasn't even going to go in. We're going to keep playing. 45 seconds, 46. A shot off the ceiling from NJ. It sends two defenders for Penne Patrol out after it. Mayer is there to turn it back into the corner, but Mogul picks it right back up, looking for Chicken's heat-seeking missile. Will delete Dalton for the moment. NJ again to the backboard. Here's Chicken for the drive. Can't find the shot. It's Mogul following it up. Dunked by Mayer. And it'll be soft and saved away for the moment by the Penne Patrol defense. Back out, zero boost. Mogul Maniac flicks it backwards. Now Cryptic jumping out on it, but Chicken able to keep it moving towards the orange zone. NJ with a whiff. Mogul will be next to it. Past one, goes over top of Dalton, challenges the man, and gets it done. 2-1 the victory in overtime for Toucans. And the series yet again is level 2-2.
It's a fake, it's a fake, it's a fake coming in from NJ as he gets a touch from Mogul. What an ending to this matchup as they take this one. And what a series this has been, Hud. How do you feel so far?
I am surprised that it's continued to be this back and forth, to be honest. Although, I did also say that there was a chance that we could go 7 when we ended 1-1 after 2, right? Like, I'm not shocked that these teams are continuing to kind of keep it close. But Toucans, this game, I think Penne Patrol did a better job of keeping up with the Toucans throughout the entire, 7 minutes or so that we had, ending at a 2-1 scoreline. But, it's got to come down to a little bit more consistency, I think, from both teams in the midfield. Because the real bane of both these teams' existences is just the easy giveaways turning into other goals.
No, I definitely agree, and it's been an interesting series so far. We have a 2-2 to this point, and it's going to be really, really fun to see who's able to take advantage of the other team's mistakes. I think it's going to come down to keeping your cool, keeping your confidence up, and not hesitating as we're going to get into this game number 5.
I think a critical game 5 here. It's been back and forth. We've traded wins the entire way. So even the team taking the next win, if it is once again Penne Patrol to swing us back to 3-2 in favor of Orange, I think that it kind of feels as normal. If Toucans can find a way to string 2 together here, maybe they have a little bit of momentum going into a match point game 6. But it's just been so close and it's been so back and forth. It's really tough to kind of think about how each team will respond based on how this game in particular goes. It's already looked pretty good for the Toucans, though, Hawkish.
Yeah, and we'll see now. Can Penne Patrol counter? As Mayer gets it past one, he tries to get the pass over for his teammate, but just not quite able to get to it as Mogul able to clear the ball away. Cryptic tries to go for the 50, but Mogul 50s in back. Dalton, though, beats 2. NJ, the last man back. We'll see if they're able to get the ball away from danger, but it looks like Cryptic gets a pass off over to Mayor. Mayor takes a shot, but it goes off the backboard. He goes for the 50 as Chicken gets a great 50 back to win it. Gets a second 50. Can he get a third? He does. Oh, and there's the off from Mogul. Almost great job of completing that one after the 350s coming in from Chicken.
Well, the woodwork has been brutal in this series. Just so many goals robbed by the post of the crossbar, and it's another one that the Toucans might wish they were going to have back. I don't think either team that has left like a really clear opportunity off of a crossbar like that so far in this series has ended up losing, and it's because of consistent offensive pressure for both teams. When they get going, they find a way to turn it on, keep it on. Toucans break down the defensive Penne Patrol, and they get themselves a lead here in Game 5. Game 5. I can count.
Hey, casters are not paid to count.
I
But
actually
paid to
only
cast.
can count to 4. I'm surprised that I knew the number 5.
Hey, we all grow as people every day. As we get underway with this one, as Dalton gets another touch towards the corner. He tries to get it past one, but misses as Mogul able to clear the ball away. But Mayor keeps the pressure up for the Penne Patrol. Cryptic gets it, tries to get the ball off the back wall. You see now Toucan's a little bit of a rough spot there defensively, but Mogul able to clean it up. With the ball still in a dangerous spot. Chicken gets the touch. Mogul tries to get it over to NJ. And now there's a shot coming in from Mogul. Almost a heater of a touch.
Wow, what a ripper. And it's another huge save from Mayor H. Really something that we should expect by now. Cryptic Games will throw it back in. It's 6 shots on frame for the Toucans, 3 saves, 0 shots for the Penne Patrol. So that is all you really need to know about how this game number 5 is gone, as another shot is saved away by Cryptic. Toucans continue just to pepper the net, and there's another one, this time Dalton with his second. 2:36 left here in Game 5, and the Toucans finally get another one to go into the back of the net on shot number 10. They score shot number 9, pardon me. Again, math is hard. Shot number 9, they score their second goal, and this is looking like it might be the beginning of the first back-to-back win we've seen so far tonight, Hawkish.
Yeah, and it's right now, as you say, 9 shots for Toucans, 0 for Penne Patrol. That is not characteristic of a team with the amount of goals that they have this season. If they're going to get back into this one, they have to do more on offense to get out of their defensive half.
Yeah, and we just got confirmation of the next final that will be coming up as we get into the back half of this one. It's the Elite Finals after this one coming up. I just saw it in chat. Where did they go? I know Azatoth is one of the Azatoth versus Pixel Picassos for the Elite Finals, but got to finish the Challenger Finals here as NJ has another shot saved by Mayor H. Something I feel like I've said maybe 6 times tonight, at least. There's a shot from Mogul saved by Mayor H. It's just Mayor H saving everything. He's got a savior again here in this one as Mayor H has a shot saved by NJ, an inverse there. 1:40 left on the clock, and Penne Patrol, that's their first shot on frame in this game, Hawkish.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is, like, we know that they have that offensive power on this team. We've seen all the passes coming in from Dalton. The goals the 2 games ago from Mayor, they have the ability, but if they're going to do it, they have to wake up now.
Time is ticking away here in Game 5. 1:20 left, and Penne Patrol need to find more than 1 shot on frame to score 2 goals. That much is for certain. They're struggling to get into the orange half, and might be an own goal, and it is! The first goal that Penne Patrol score in Goal 5 ends up in the back of the net off of a blue car. A good effort from Chickens, but maybe just best to leave it for NJ. And, man, 69 seconds. Very nice. An opportunity here for Penne Patrol. It's all theirs for the taking now.
And that is not something you want to see from Toucans. You don't want to give momentum to Penne Patrol as you're trying to come back into this game. So we'll see now if that is the Kickstarter for Penne Patrol to start putting shots on target, put the Toucans on their heels, now that their lead is no longer 2 up.
50 seconds remain here in game number 5. Will it be Penne Patrol to steal another win here in the series? We've already seen them yank one out from underneath of Toucans once in this series. Can they do it a second time? 30 seconds left, just 1 goal the difference as the ball will be with Mayor H. 0 boost for both him and NJ. quickly back down. Chicken has possession. 25 seconds left. Dispossessed by Cryptic. Dalton will be first there for Penne Patrol. Takes it away off the sidewall. No boost left to follow. Double whiff here, and all three players up. Will Mayor H find the equalizer? He does it again. 13 seconds left. Mayor H, another dagger. And could we see 3 OTs in a row?
We really could. As you see, the Toucans just faltered under the pressure. And it's unfortunate because they had this 2-0 lead. You just hope the tilt doesn't come in as they're leading and try to get this into overtime, or maybe win this game still with one quick goal. But here comes the pressure coming in from Penne Patrol as NJ gets it past one. Mogul tries to get for the goal for the 50. Now NJ going for it. He gets it past one. Chicken's going to go for the win. And he gets the touch and he gets the goal. Ooh. And they won. 0 time left on the clock. The Toucans steal it.
Wow, what a finish with nothing left. Chicken v Dalton 1v1, and it's the Toucans that come out on top. They just buckle down when it matters the absolute most, and it's Chicken who makes potentially the goal of the series now as the Toucans win back-to-back games to go to match point here against the Penne Patrol.
What a way to end it. You saw the Penne Patrol. They just went after it and they tied the game up with only 16 seconds. And you said, look, all right, you just got to get this to overtime or, maybe score a goal. But Penne Patrol just could not quite get it. As you see Chicken, what a goal and what a calm under pressure to be able to get that 0-second shot right over the defense.
This is the first time that we have not seen all of the Toucans ready up immediately after the game's been over. They are waiting to ready up here, and I would imagine it's because they're losing their ever-loving minds because they just pulled that one out of a hat with 0 seconds left, almost choked it away, almost saw a third overtime in which anything can happen, and we know the scoring prowess that Penne Patrol possesses, but instead they pull off the miracle to win it at 0, go into Game 6, 1 win away from the Grand Finals championship here for Challenger. We're going to put another 5 minutes on the clock. The same 6 players return to the pitch, potentially for the last time for Challenger. Hawkish, please take us away.
And we get now down to game number 6. Can Toucans close it, or will Penne Patrol force it game 7? Dalton's going to start with the pressure off to the corner. Cryptic gets a demo on NJ. A ball gets cleared away. Nobody for Penne Patrol goes for it. Is Andy able to get it past one, and nobody's back? And the miscommunication on the ball leads to a Toucans early goal.
A big break for the Toucans, and they just continue the momentum here. They have it in spades at the end of Game 5, and now they've got it rolling into Game 6. Is this Penne Patrol staring down the literal pasta barrel of their inevitable demise? Or are they going to find a way to get back into this one with a quick goal right back? Mayor H out in, and he's going to just muscle it across the line. Who else but Mayor H, recovering from surgery, out here muscling things in for his team when they need it most?
Mayor H said, get freaking big, as he gets that goal and gets the push. And now we have a tie ball game. Penne Patrol aren't going to go down lightly.
They will not. They refuse to go down lightly. I'm putting a late submission up here. 30 seconds in, it's a tie ball game. It might as well have just started. It's only a minute long, so make sure you get your prediction in here before it is too late, as another shot from the Toucans will be just wide. But both teams are going to need to continue to do just that, and that is shoot in volume. Here's an opportunity for Mogul that won't go, and Mayor gets the sweep clear. And Penne Patrol will come out of that unscathed. Now Mayor H trying to get something happening in transition, and it'll be Dalton that gets it done. Penne Patrol with their first lead in a game and a minute now.
And I remember I mentioned that Dalton was the playmaker for this Penne Patrol team, and it looks like Mayor H has been the catalyst to get his team out of these holes. Both games he has been scoring, and now here, first the goal, now the assist. He's everything for this team right now.
Mayor H has really been filling in. It's almost like, the focus has been on Dalton, maybe Toucans game planning it for a little bit, and Mayor H has stepped right back up into that slot to basically make it a no factor that they've taken and maybe planned against Dalton's abilities a little bit, and it's kept Penne Patrol aggressive here in this series, and they continue to look dangerous as NJ just barely has that one get away from the nose of his Octane on the way across the goal, almost an equalizer. Here is Toucans trying to get something set up. Chicken couldn't quite get back up to it, so it's a pass right down to Cryptic from the car of Dalton. NJ will bring it across the front of his own box. He leaves it for Mogul and gets the bump on Dalton. Mogul with some space. Looks for the center, and it's a hard 50 that'll clear it all the way over the goal for the Penne Patrol. But Toucans are going to get right back to the pressure here. Another mistake, and Dalton's got to bail out the first. NJ with a shot that's saved by Mayer. Toucans once again on the front foot, Hawkish. They've been all over.
Absolutely, and now with 2 minutes and 52 seconds left, we'll see now who can take control here. Will Penne Patrol score another, or will Toucans come back with their counterattack? I see the ball gets pushed towards the corner by Mayer. Mayer tries to keep control, but he puts it towards the midfield, a very dangerous spot as NJ goes for another shot. Nobody's there for the defense, and the Toucans tie this one up.
Where's the defense? Everybody's gone. Mayer H all the way across. Dalton flips out early, and it looks like the third man's going for boost. It is. That big shiny orb in the corner is so appealing sometimes. You just got to go get it, and the Penne Patrol pay the price as Toucans strike back once again. It's a 2-2 ball game. Shot towards the goal here. Dalton almost ripping Mogul Maniac off the pitch, but it matters not. Great save there. Toucans stay level 2-2. And we got 2-2 and 2-2 for just 1 second. The pass from Mogul was well read by Dalton there. A fantastic play, honestly, to keep that one out of the center of the pitch. And ball neutral at center past halftime, tied 2, game 6. What a series so far, Hawkish.
Yeah, and a great read there from Mogul. That could have been dangerous as now Cryptic tries to keep the ball on the Toucans half. The double, though, giving the Penne Patrol an opportunity here, but Dalton not quite able to get control as he wanted. Nobody's back for Penne Patrol. A very dangerous ball that luckily doesn't end up in their net. Cryptic tries to get it past one. He keeps control. He's going to try to get it past Mogul. Goes for the 50, but doesn't quite get it as the ball's back in their half. And now we'll see, can NJ make something happen? He tries to get the pass off for his teammate. Gets the touches. Nobody's right there, but the defense able to get to it. Another opportunity there for Toucans. Mayer gets to 50, and now the ball's in their half. We got the double commit once again coming in from Penne Patrol as NJ tries to take a shot, and no,
man,
that
like
wood, that back wood is just really stopping this offense.
5 times it's happened. 5 separate times, like over both teams. It's just been the fourth defender, the post, making the no joy here tonight. But Mayer H is going to try to have an effort there, not affected by the backboard. Instead, it's affected by a defender. Good 50 from Mayer H towards the center. Cryptic Games throws one on frame. Chicken has to make another stretch save and executes perfectly. Mogul Maniac there to follow up the save and clear the danger. And now NJ will continue it further into the orange corner. It's just a giveaway for a long clearance once again from Penne Patrol. Less than 40 seconds left now here in game 6. Maybe another overtime. It will be 3 on the series if it happens. Maybe another heroic OT saving 0-second goal for one of these teams. 30 seconds left.
Yeah, we'll see who falls here under the pressure. It's 2-2 with 20 seconds left. The finals is on the line. Toucan match point. Penne Patrol, your back's on the wall. Can they complete the comeback here to force game 7? We shall see as Cryptic gets another touch. He's trying to get the 50 pass for his teammate. Doesn't quite get him. Bogle gets 50 towards the midfield. NJ misses the touch, and now Cryptic with a chance to get it back on offense. The ball has cleared the way. NJ takes a shot. Is that in? Oh, it would have been, but they run out of time, and we have overtime.
Opportunity for the walk-off game winner here for the Toucans. NJ wins the kickoff. It's right to Dalton, sitting on the corner boost. That's a great 50 from Chicken. Can't quite chop it past Mayer H. Mogul Maniac next to it. Good, strong touchdown towards the ground. Follow-up is beaten him. He's beaten to it by Cryptic. No, NJ cuts that one off. Here's an opportunity. Big bounce out, but Mogul Maniac first there. Very passive from Penne Patrol, just waiting, not wanting to overcommit and open themselves up to be the mistake that ends the series. Cryptic Games out across midfield. NJ up for it. Cutting out that pass. Mogul will pinch it off the sidewall. Kind of a self-pass. Nobody else is there for it, but Cryptic, who's going to throw it right back into the blue end. And just a back and forth, I think. Both teams just not wanting to concede the goal that will end this one, especially Penne Patrol, because so much is on the line here.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, it's another 50 coming in for Toucans. An opportunity to take a shot coming for
Oh,
NJ. He gets it off the backboard. Can his teammate clean this up? He goes for the shot. He goes for the bouncer. And
oh.
that does it for Toucans. Here are your challenger champions. What a goal and what a win.
Wow, Toucans do it in 6. An OT walk-off for the team from the jungle, and just not quite able to stand up to those late-game clutch moments for the Toucans, regardless of Mayor H's best efforts from Penne Patrol of just carrying that team through this finals. But the Toucans get it done in 6 games. 2 overtime wins, the 0-second buzzer beater in game 5 to lead them here to this game 6 win. And Hawkish, what a way to get here to the top of the mountain for the Toucans.
Absolutely. And before we keep congratulating the Toucans, what a performance for Penne Patrol. They did their best to try to win this. Mayor H did everything that they could to keep their team in it. There just wasn't quite enough. But what a performance from Toucans. They just played together, played as a team. That defense, once again, they had 10 plus saves, just did not let Penne Patrol in. And that led them to their championship here.
They get it done, and they put us to our brief intermission. I tried to just ping Chips, but I failed to type his name all the way in. We are going to take a brief break here as we get ready to head into our elite finals, which, as we mentioned earlier, is going to be Pixel Picasso's
Wait.
versus Azatoth. Go ahead.
Hud, what about MVP for this?
Oh, MVP. Good call. Good call. Who scored? I mean, NJ scored that buzzer beater in game 5, right? That 0-second goal.
I mean, I think we gotta do a poll here and let the community
Oh, we
vote.
can. When I do this alone, I just pick it. But if you really wanna if you wanna ask the people what they
Yeah,
think,
I think we let the
please.
community vote here, you
Yeah,
know,
we'll
it's a
we'll type a
championship.
poll. We'll type a poll. Okay. So with that being said, Chips is gonna send us the BRB. I'm gonna type this poll in. Make sure you vote in the poll to determine who our finals MVP here for Challenger is. We'll be back in like 3 minutes with Pixel Picasso's versus Azatoth. Make sure that you stick around. We'll be right back.